How to set up Chat GPT's GPT-5. Hello everyone and welcome back. Today we're diving into GPT-5, the newest and most advanced model from ChatGPT. This is a truly groundbreaking release, an innovative leap forward in how AI can help you research, create, and solve problems. With GPT-5, you're not just getting another chatbot update. You're getting a system designed to give more comprehensive, accurate, and context-aware responses than ever before. It's sharper, faster, and more capable across a wide range of tasks, from deep research and technical coding to expressive writing and even health-related queries. So what makes GPT-5 so special? It delivers expert-level intelligence for virtually any question you throw at it. It's an exceptional coding assistant, capable of generating, reviewing, and debugging code with remarkable accuracy. It acts as an expressive writing partner, helping you craft stories, scripts, speeches, or articles in a natural, compelling style. It offers more useful and nuanced health answers while staying aligned with safety guidelines. Overall, it's safer, more precise, and more helpful than previous models. Getting started is simple. Head over to openai.com, log into your ChatGPT account, and you'll already have access to GPT-5, even on the free version. Launch details. GPT-5 officially rolled out on August 7th. It replaces older models like GPT 4.5 and earlier, and it brings serious upgrades, PhD-level performance across coding, math, health, and multimodal tasks. Expanded context length up to 259,000 tokens, a bump from the previous 200K, meaning it can handle and remember much longer conversations, code bases, and documents. Better handling of long-form text for both reading and writing, making it ideal for in-depth research, analysis, and creative projects. For example, if I ask GPT-5 to write a 500-word short story, it will deliver exactly that. Not 480 words, not 520 words, but exactly 500 words, with a clear beginning, middle, and end, often with a clever twist to keep things interesting. And here's where it gets even more impressive. GPT-5 can follow up by suggesting a companion story set in the same fictional universe, giving you a connected series of narratives, almost like an anthology. That level of creativity and adaptability simply wasn't as natural in GPT-4. In short, GPT-5 isn't just an upgrade. It's a major step toward AI that truly understands context, style, and user intent. Whether you're a developer, a student, a business owner, or a creative, this tool can dramatically improve how you work, think, and create. So after GPT-5 has written out my story or completed my initial request, I can immediately shift gears and ask it to do something completely different. For example, to build me a simple game from scratch. All I have to do is type my request into the chat, and GPT-5 will jump straight into action. What's great is that it doesn't just produce code blindly, it understands the context of what you're asking for, and it structures the output in a clean, easy-to-follow format. Now, depending on the complexity of the request, GPT-5 may take a little time to think. If the task isn't computationally heavy and you want results faster, you can simply say something like, "Give me a quick answer," or "keep it short," and the model will prioritize speed over detail. For this example, GPT-5 has generated a fully functional game. It's a simple browser-based challenge called Catch the Dot. Once the code is ready, I can head to the top right corner of the interface and click on Run Code to launch it instantly. When I hit Run, the game opens in an interactive canvas. The objective is straightforward. Click on the moving dot to score points before the timer runs out. On the right-hand side of the screen, I can see rules explaining the objective, difficulty settings so I can adjust how challenging it gets, timer showing how much time I have left, progress tracking, and even a trophy counter for achievements. Controls like spacebar to start, pause, or resume the game. Once I click Start Game, the dot begins moving and the challenge is on. The longer I play, the faster and trickier the movement becomes, making it more engaging over time. At the end, my final score is displayed, along with options to reset or pause the game. Now, that's just one small example of GPT-5's versatility. Within seconds, it went from generating a creative story to building a working game, without me having to write a single line of code manually. But GPT-5's abilities don't stop there. Let's say I ask for something purely creative, like give me a list of imaginative ideas, such as concepts for magical places that only exist at exactly 3:17 a.m. Instantly, it will produce vivid, original ideas in a style that feels handcrafted by a human storyteller. Or I can switch into deep research mode by asking a much more detailed academic-style question. For example, give me 10 quantitative research ideas in industrial organizational psychology. Within moments, GPT-5 will provide a well-structured, topic-specific list, each idea explained in detail, making it perfect for academic projects or professional planning. If I want even more comprehensive and research-oriented answers, I can click the drop-down at the top left of the screen where it says ChatGPT Thinking and switch to GPT-5 Thinking mode. This enhanced setting is designed to deliver longer, more thorough, and deeply reasoned responses, ideal for complex problem-solving or high-level brainstorming. Do note, GPT-5 Thinking is currently available only to ChatGPT Plus subscribers, which I'll discuss in detail toward the end of this video. Next, I wanted to test GPT-5's research capabilities with something more academic. So, I asked it to conduct a literature review on my chosen topic: job crafting, leader humor, and innovative work behavior. I started by clicking on Get Quick Answer, and within seconds, GPT-5 provided a concise summary. Perfect if I just needed a short overview. But here's where it gets interesting. If I switch to a more detailed answer mode and let it think, it expands the response into a far more thorough review, pulling in relevant theories, definitions, and research findings in a structured way. What I've noticed is that even when generating these in-depth answers, GPT-5 is surprisingly fast. In many cases, faster than running the same query through agent mode alone. Previously, if you wanted this level of detail, you'd often have to rely on agent mode, deep research, or study and learn. Now, GPT-5 delivers results that match or even surpass those modes, often without the extra step of manually enabling them. That's because GPT-5 is better at balancing conversation context with deep reasoning. It doesn't just pull generic information. It follows the flow of your discussion, making the answer feel more connected to your earlier prompts. However, there's one limitation to note. On the free version of GPT-5, you only have access to the flagship model. You won't be able to switch between older models or manually select a specific variant. That feature has been removed. The flagship model is now your default, and while that might seem restrictive, the trade-off is that it comes with improved accuracy, better reasoning, and lower hallucination rates across all types of queries. From what I've tested, GPT-5 excels in high-level coding tasks, health-related queries, complex reasoning problems, handling very long text inputs and outputs. For example, if I ask it to write a 5,000-word essay on the evolution of space exploration, GPT-5 can build a comprehensive outline before it starts, organize the essay with clear headings and subheadings, maintain a continuous narrative flow instead of breaking it into disconnected bullet points, hit the exact word count with surprising precision. This makes it a powerful tool not just for quick fact-finding, but also for creating fully fleshed out, publication-ready content, whether that's academic writing, industry reports, or detailed creative work. Once I gave GPT-5 the prompt for a 5,000-word essay on the evolution of space exploration, it didn't just start typing blindly. Instead, it paused to ask me a clarifying question. Would you like me to start from ancient astronomy and carry forward chronologically? Or would you prefer a thematic approach that jumps between technological, political, or cultural dimensions? This is one of the subtle but game-changing improvements in GPT-5. It actively collaborates with you to shape the structure of your output before it begins. For long-form work, this saves a huge amount of back-and-forth editing later. I chose the chronological route, starting from ancient stargazing civilizations and moving through every major milestone up to modern-day space exploration. Once I confirmed, GPT-5 began generating the essay in real time. A clean, structured, and historically accurate narrative that stayed fully on topic for the entire 5,000 words. Now, while GPT-5 on its own is already powerful, Agent Mode takes things a step further. In Agent Mode, especially with deep research and study mode enabled, GPT-5 can dive deeper into complex concepts, pull from a wider range of context, and even guide you through understanding key points as it writes. This is ideal for academic work, technical research, and business reporting. However, there's an access difference to be aware of. Free users. You get GPT-5's flagship model with its improved reasoning, speed, and accuracy, but no manual model switching. ChatGPT Plus, $20 per month, unlocks faster access, better performance during high traffic times, and agent mode, though with some limitations in voice features. ChatGPT Pro, $200 per month. Full package, access to multiple advanced reasoning models, deep research, study mode, enhanced voice capabilities, video and screen sharing, and richer integration options. That last point, integration, is one of GPT-5's most important business features. You can now connect GPT directly to external tools like Google Drive, OneDrive, and SharePoint, or even link specialized business apps. Once connected, GPT-5 can pull and analyze documents directly from your cloud storage, assist in preparing reports or presentations from live company data, join and support meetings with summaries, note-taking, and action point tracking, serve as a virtual assistant that integrates with your workflow. Instead of existing as a separate app you have to copy and paste into. This means that for enterprises and power users, GPT-5 isn't just a chat model. It becomes a true AI sidekick that can help with research, content creation, scheduling, document drafting, and even live collaboration. So whether you're a student writing long-form essays, a researcher digging into niche topics, or a business professional managing large volumes of information, GPT-5 is built to meet you where you are and take your work further, faster, and with more precision than ever before.